Hey y'all, Chachanator here with another 1v1 between myself and Mithrandir. This is a Turks war. I personally hate playing as the Turks. Mostly because their trash is pretty much the worst in the game. If we look at their tech tree here, you can see they don't upgrade anywhere past Skirmisher, and they don't upgrade anywhere past Spearman. They do get Light Cavalry and Hussar upgrade for free when they get to the Castle in Imperial Age. However, other than that, their trash is just terrible. They have a full blacksmith, which is nice, and they get their gunpowder units much faster. Basically their gunpowder is very good, which is why they're a gunpowder civ. They rely very heavily on gold, so gold's very important, especially for the Turks. And you can see that this is the map Yucatan. This is a map I'm not a big fan of, just because it tends to lead itself to be easy to wall, and it becomes fairly boomy. Mithrandir here is going for a pretty standard build. 6 villagers on his turkeys. And over here, same thing. If you look at the maps, you can see that I have 2 back golds. My main gold's in the back, my other gold's in the back, and my third gold is kind of forward. That's not quite as important. Have the side stone here, and it's also worth noting that on Yucatan, it's usually a smart idea if you can get away with walling to fast castle, just because of the amount of free food you get. You get 3 boars, 2 patches of berries, as well as a large patch of deer. Here's 7 deer here, and this is not good for Mithrandir. He's got this main gold right on the edge of the map. It's not going to be able to get full saturation very well. It's going to be hard to put a mining camp in here. Maybe put your mining camp here, and definitely really not worth TCing that. That's kind of a shame. His secondary gold is right here on the other side of this patch of trees. That's not good. And his other gold is kind of towards the front. Although that being said, his map is extremely easy to wall off. All you'd have to do is wall here and here, and that's kind of what I mean about Yucatan being really easy to wall. You also start off with more turkeys in Yucatan than you would in, say, normal maps. My wall off isn't too bad. Relic placement, you got 1 here. Wow, 4 actually pretty close to me. This one's kind of in the middle. This relic's pretty far out there. So Mithrandir really doesn't have any relics around his base, which is another shame. You can see going for the boar lure on the 11th villager right after I threw 6 on sheep, put 3 on wood, and then went for the boar lure. Oh, carefully don't lose that. And then after that, 3 on wood, and then 1 more back on sheep, and then went for the boar lure. You can see here that I pull my villagers back to get the boar to die under the town center. Could have been a little better, but all in all, not a terrible boar lure. And didn't lose too much food on that turkey, so that's always good. Remember, it's a game of efficiency. And here's another boar lure. I'm about I think when I did this I was a 1940 rating. Mithrandir is about a 1905, so he's a pretty decent player. Definitely should know what he's doing. Both of us got our boars in quite about the same time. He's on 13 pop, I'm on 14. Let's see. Hey, he has loom? Yes, he went for loom already. And you see his scout, I don't have loom yet. His scout under the TC, that's not good. Pretty sure he loses it here. Yeah, and that's really gonna hurt him because not having your scout, you can't explore their base as well. As you can see, he pretty much just knows, oh, that's where his town center is. He knows pretty much nothing else about my base as far as where my wood camp is, where my main gold is, so if he was going for some early harass, it's not going to be as effective. So always be careful not to lose your scout. I accidentally threw 5? No, never mind. Going for my other boiler.
Efendim?
And again, the reason why you want to wait to get loom is that the earlier you get the villager, the more resources that villager will mine than the other player. So let's say he got loom at 10 villagers and I got loom a lot later. So if I have 11 villagers and he only has 10, my economy is going to be about a 10th better than his. I'm sure that's not the exact math numbers. We could do the math if we wanted, but I think y'all understand what I'm saying. So over here I was scouting and I saw these 2 boards here, and I was thinking, oh, his base must be somewhere around here. But nope, it's just 2 random boards out here in the middle of nowhere. So you can see I'm just kind of like, oh, 2 boards. I wanted to kind of lame them. I see this hill here, and I saw a good opportunity to maybe get a villager or something. Probably could have tried to steal a boar, but you already have 3 boar. Wasn't too keen on that idea. And I was also thinking he must have been having a terrible game because he still hadn't gotten his boars, but nope. He's going for a wall here, and it's all. Let's check this here. So we have his. Let's see what he knows about his base. He knows he has his forest line here, and he can probably guess that that is walled here, that the trees go all the way to the edge of the map. So yeah, he knows he's got a pretty easy to defend base, so he should be happy about that. He knows where his main gold is. He only found one of his other golds, and his other one is way out here. He has no idea about that. Scouting with a turkey is a good idea. You get extra turkeys as well in Yucatan. So much free food. Here's my scout. Little late to see this. This could have been for the lag. And yeah, he could have put some damage onto that scout, but he didn't. I'm gonna kind of speed things up here because this does become kind of a long game. No one wants to watch people boom it up on Yucatan. He's on 21 population. I am on 22, still a villager ahead because of loom. I still haven't gotten loom yet. You can see I almost lost a villager here on that boiler. Somewhere. Yep, there we go, 4. Found my turkeys here. What I was doing was I was scouting with that turkey because I wanted to know if this was walled to the edge. And I should have known from there that it was, but I actually thought it wasn't, so later I'll wall here. I was going for... I knew I was going to go for a fast castle at this point, just because on Yucatan that's just generally what you do. Although I don't really have the best map for it. Mithrandir is putting up a barracks. He's going feudal age, so he's going to get his barracks up. Do I know it's there yet? No, I don't. I'm going to go scout over here to see if I can find a side way into his base. You just basically want as much information about your enemy as you can get. I'm on 26 pop. I think I just got loom. Yes, I did. I'm gonna go for 27 villagers, and then I'm gonna go up. Pretty typical for a fast castle. With all the free food, probably could have done it sooner, but I didn't. Just want to be careful. It really stinks if you go up and you weren't quite ready. Don't have enough resources. I knew I was walling too, so that's a villager wasted walling. At this point I see his barracks here, so I can be pretty sure that he's not going for a fast castle, because otherwise there would have been no point for him to put the barracks there. It's a little late for a drush. If he was drushing at that, then... Well, yeah, see, I'm walling here. If you're drushing this late, then you're doing something very wrong. Just don't do that. It's too late, it's not worth it. Now he's going stable. So, it's not a bad idea to go scouts as the Turks, because they do get that free upgrade once they get to the castle age. They get Lights Cavalry for free. Extra sheep, or turkey in this case. So I see his stable. Pretty sure I see it. Yeah, interesting. Well, I should have seen it. I think I saw it. I know he's up to something. So here I'm for Castle Age, and you'll see this was a misclick. I did not mean to put that blacksmith there, and then I was just kind of like, okay, well I need to hurry up and put my market out. And ideally you would want 2 villagers on the market and 1 on the blacksmith, because the blacksmith builds so much faster. It literally takes 10 years longer to build a market, you know? Something like that. So usually what you would want to do is plop these 2 buildings down first, and then go straight to throwing down, or make 2 villagers, and then go click right up. And it should work really well. And you can see I had so many resources in the bank, I could have gone up a lot faster than I did. So maybe on 25 or 26 population rather than 27. And yeah, definitely know he's going for scouts now. I know he has 2 stables and a lot of scouts out. I'm actually pretty happy about that, because I'm fully walled and he's not getting in anytime soon. And one of the ways you know you're fully walled is just take a villager and tell him to walk outside. Just click outside your wall, and he will try to find a way how to get out, and in this case he won't. So if you are fully walled, and let's say your villager was here and you clicked outside, your villager would just run into the wall and just kind of stand there. Whereas if there was a hole, maybe over here if there's a hole, your villager would walk all the way over there and walk out. That's just the unit pathing in this game. So you can see Mithrandir, he has no idea what I'm doing because he had lost his scout, and now he's finding out that I'm walled, so he's probably going to be pretty upset about this. He's going to try to find a way in. And see, had his scout been alive, he would have seen all this, and he would not have gone so heavy into scouts. So right now he's 2 stables, really heavy into scouts. Not a bad idea. You have a lot of extra food, but kind of a waste. When you see the walls change like this, that means that they're building walls on the other side. And my villager was an idiot, trapped himself. He's not going to waste his time here. He's going to try to find a hole if he can. And he obviously knows I'm in Castle Age now. I'm going to plop down 2 TCs. I shouldn't have done Bowsaw yet. I should have done another TC and then done Bowsaw. It's my fault. Going for these deer over here. They split. Ideally you want 3 villagers on just 1 deer. So now he basically has no choice but to try to hack his way in. He knows I'm fully walled. He took his scouts and tried to click inside my base, and they weren't trying to find a way in. So now he's gonna force his way in, and I don't really care. I'm just gonna keep walling up. So I'm gonna put a house here, And you can see, I told my villager to walk over here, and I saw him walk this way, and I thought, oh, I'm fully walled. I didn't see that. It's pretty clear that that's a hole, though. My scout died. I wasn't paying attention. He ran into a TC. Kinda sucks, but I pretty much know what I need to. I know where his 3 golds are. And take it off. You can see his gold here. Not as much. Well, it's not so bad. I did a little sad face because he got in, and that's sad. Didn't want him to get in. Throw a quick house up here so he doesn't stop this TC from going up. Throw another one over here while my villager's in. I figured he didn't know about this, and let's check. Nope, definitely doesn't know about it. That's good for me. And you can see that I have 3 town centers up. I'm already castle age. Meanwhile, he is only 62% up. So that's really bad for him. He's already starting on stone because he knows that he's going to transition to Janissaries, which are a very powerful unit. I'm going to throw a barracks up. Where's Scout? Oh. Yep, forgot about these guys. That's bad on my part. Just wasn't paying attention. So I lost 3 villagers there. So right now I just want to keep my villagers around town centers. I should have walled this off too. Again, just... So, when you're actually playing the game, you just don't notice these things. I'm starting to go for stone. I'm not too concerned with getting Janissaries out. I would rather just boom. Because I know my economy is going to be way stronger than his at this point. He just got castle age. He's just throwing up his 2nd TC, and we can probably already see the population difference. Well, it's actually about the same, but he's got all these light cavalry out, so you can... And I only have a spearman out. Throw 2 stables up, but of course I don't have enough food. Way too much gold. Remember, Turks get that gold mining bonus. They mine gold much faster, so you don't need as many villagers. I was planning on going knights though. Again, it's not really a high priority on my list because these scouts aren't really doing that much damage. And if y'all are wondering why I don't get pikemen, like I said at the beginning of this video, Turks get... Oh, he found this. But Turks get the worst trash. They only get spearmen, can't upgrade pikemen. But I just kind of have him here to keep his knights, or his light cavalry, somewhat in check. And I really think this is where he makes a mistake. He keeps creating light cavalry. I don't know why you wouldn't just switch to knights. You're in castle age, and I know you get light cavalry for free, that's nice. But you also are the Turks, you mine gold faster. He has a lot of gold, 600 gold in the bank. And I think he would do much better to go knights at this point, rather than light cavalry. He only has 1 armor upgrade, he has bloodlines. Really, the spearmen aren't going to be much of a challenge for these. Really not much of a challenge. I tried walling this. My walls were just sucked this game, because I totally thought that was walled and it's not. This is walled though. I could have kept these guys here. But yeah, he got a villager. I'm gonna start throwing knights out there. He's got 400 wood in the bank. Let's see how many town centers he's got. Still only on 2. I think that's surprising. Okay, now he's throwing up his 3rd. And ideally, in this game, you really want it to be spending your resources. You don't want to have a lot of resources build up, because it's kind of a waste. It's a waste... Excuse me. It's a waste of time. This is going to be... So, just look at the difference. I have no upgrades on my knights, but they're just so much better. They have more attack, He's got a little bit more armor. I want to kill that Mangonel. It's gonna do too much damage. And I got more health, so more attack and more health for just a few nights. So once I start getting upgrades, they're just gonna be much, much better. Looks like that Mangonel is gonna get away. I have no problem keeping these scouts busy because I don't want them in here stopping my eco. I went ahead and walled this up though, so I don't need to worry about him coming in here again. Idle villagers. He has none. I have idle villagers everywhere. Town center's almost all working. What's wrong with you? Go. That's not good. But anyway, I went for a 4th town center. Still too much gold. I'm starting to stockpile stone. I want to get a castle up. I want to start going Janissaries. He probably is pretty close. Yes. He can get castle up if he wants. And he will. I think that's where they're going. So I'm seeing my scouts over here just to pursue some harass. Oh. Still fast forwarded a little. Looks like he wanted to try to wall that off, but didn't quite get it in time. Could have stayed in Mangonel. And that's good. He knows he's going to be behind in the economy. So you can tell he knows what he's doing. Mithrandir knows he's going to be behind in the economy. So he really wants to push and attack. He wants to stop my economy. He knows he can't win a boom war because I was castle aged so much earlier. My economy is going to be so much stronger. It's starting to show a little in the score. But remember, a lot of that's military production. He's got a lot more military units out. And he's killed more. $60 population for him. 73 for me. Hot cap. That's not good. Oh, house is already being made. I could probably put another stable up at this point, but I really want to focus on the economy. I'm starting to have too many resources build up. Another town center, maybe. I usually don't even like to go to 4 town centers. I usually like to do 3 and go for a lot more military and attack him. But the problem is I know his base already, and I know he's only got this one small way in. So I already know I can't go in this way, and he's just got this tight little base, so there's really not too much I can do. So I'm starting to catch up in the upgrades. I really need bloodlines. Bloodlines would be great to have. Nope. I started getting chain boarding armor. I didn't get bloodlines yet because I wanted to keep making knights. Now I don't have enough food. It's really expensive to keep 4 town centers going as far as food. You can see how many farms I have up, and still hurting on food. Now I'm having way too much wood, so I need to start taking these villagers off wood and putting them on farms, which I do eventually. Right now I'm focusing over here. I'm just getting trapped between 3 town centers. I killed 1 villager. So this really isn't worth it for me. But now I'm going to stay away from the town centers and just try to kill a slight cow, which I now have the upgrade advantage. No, he has +1 attack. Usually go for your defense upgrades first, they're better. For melee units. If you're an archer, go for your range upgrades. So here you go, I start throwing down more farms. Took these guys off of wood. More idols. These guys are just gonna die. Maybe get another villager. Nope, he saw it. So it's really kind of a waste for my knights. In fact, I think I stopped making them. Yep. It's really not much of a point. He's got this castle up already. He's so easy to defend. And starting to take more of a score lead, even though I just lost all those knights. But it's it's back again. It's because of this economy. I'm now on 4 TCs. He's still on the 3. Although, he has a lot of wood. If he wants to try to play catch up in the economy, he could build another town center. Of course, he has no idea how many I have. He probably still thinks I have the 3. But you notice by me attacking him and sending these knights over, it's not really a complete waste, because actually now that kept his light cavalry away from my base instead of him running in here and making me garrison inside my town center, which hurts your economy, not as much as killing villagers, but when you have to garrison, that's time lost. That's time that you didn't spend collecting resources, and your villagers just sat inside a building. So it's definitely not ideal. It's better than losing villagers, but you really want to keep the pressure up. So it wasn't a total loss. Should probably be moving in. He's going for a 3rd stable. And he's on 74 population. I'm now on 100. You can see that there's almost a 25% difference in population. And he has more military on the field than I do. I'm just gonna go over here real quick and just to make sure that maybe there wasn't a small hole. I told my knights to run here, and they decided to run all the way around. I think they died. I don't think I was paying attention. That's probably where most of the mistakes are made, is just not paying attention. I'm actually going for a 5th town center now. Not necessarily because I need the villager production, but because this is pretty far away from anything. And I know he's got these light cavalry out. I don't know quite how many. I now know he has janissaries out. So I just want to kind of keep them safe. And I want more stone, because I definitely want more castles than this. I'm making janissaries, but I want a lot of them because they are a very good unit. Let's see what he's doing. He just clicked up to Imperial Age. That's pretty good. It's not a great time, but remember, he's been building a lot of military. He now has 2 armor, 1 attack. No upgrades on janissaries. I think that's how you say it. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And you cannot upgrade their attack by getting Fletching or Bodkin Arrow, which he does not have. But you can upgrade their armor. They use archer armor. So don't really bother with Fletching and Bodkin Arrow, unless maybe you're being raided a lot, because it'll help your town centers and castles. But he doesn't really need to worry about that right now. And at this point, you can just see the difference in economy as far as the amount of farms up. Let's see. 36 farmers for Mithrandir, 48 for me, 23 lumberjacks, 19 lumberjacks. You know, it's just a huge difference. I started having a huge stockpile of food, and I already clicked Imperial Age, so I just lost 1,000 food. That's okay, because I want to start making light cavalry. I should be making it now. I should be getting more military buildings up. I'm using these scouts. I'm using these knights to scout around for the extra resources. There's no use keeping them idle just standing here. He never did go for his deer. They were pretty far forward. So I want to find the extra resources. So you can see all I knew was pretty much where his base was. And gold is really important. That's misclick again. Bad hotkeys. I was trying to build a monastery. There it is. I want to get the relics. Because, again, especially as Turks, gold is just so important. starting to get the military going, getting upgrades in. I really need more military buildings. I'm starting to put them up, but I'm just a little too late. So you can see this is great job on Mithrandir's part. He's almost Imperial Age. He knows he's going to have the tech advantage. These guys are automatically going to upgrade. So he's going to push with them. And see what I mean? It was a good thing I had this town center here, because now I can garrison. I don't just lose all those villagers. So there he goes, he upgrades. He's got the tech advantage. You see they automatically upgrade a Hussar. He doesn't have to spend the 600 gold and some odd food. But most importantly, he doesn't have to use the time. Janissary's coming in, still no upgrades. But he's stopping this. He's stopping me from getting my other castle up, which I should have built a lot sooner. Probably didn't have the resources. But you see, I have all the stockpile resources. I'm building military units, but I just can't get them out fast enough. I can't spend resources fast enough. I'm getting upgrades. Now I'm Imperial Age, so now I'm going to be getting more upgrades. I don't know why I'm getting that. I actually think that's a mistake. I don't know if I ever got that this game. Maybe I did. Wow. It makes me mad. Let's check. I did get it. What the hell? Well, there you go. I'm getting chainmail armor. I'm sure I meant to get the armor for your Hussars. Let's see. I did have +2. I wanted to probably get plate. Camels would have been nice here. I probably should have gone camels. I have so many resources. My poor monk died. I had so many resources, so much gold. I should have been getting camels. They would have just devastated these Hussars. I really need to get my other castle out. I know it. Now that he's starting to retreat, he's lost the tech advantage. I got more guys out than he does. You see I have the +1 armor. Oh, another important upgrade for these guys is ballistics. Ballistics is very important for Janissaries. It makes them more accurate. I think last video I kept calling ballistics bodkin arrow. That was a mistake. Hopefully y'all caught on to that. Probably should have built this castle on a hill. And I'm starting to slow down villager production. I don't need so many villagers anymore. I have a large stockpile of resources. I just need to make military, and that's a huge mistake on my part, is that I kind of just want to sacrifice this guy, see what he's up to. Is that I don't have enough military buildings out. See, let's check Mithrandir. He's spending his resources pretty well. Pop cap, but look at the population. He's at 105, 144. It's a big difference. I should push this. Bombard cannons are great for the Turks. You can actually get their special upgrade at the castle, and it gives them +2 range. So they'll have 14 range rather than just 12. Starting to pick up relics. I should have done that a while ago. Again. And again, way too many resources. So I need more military buildings. I'm going to start throwing out more stables. More castles would be nice. Also, it's another good thing to point out would be when you start getting an advantage like this, and maybe when you start having a stockpile of resources, crash the market. It's kind of a waste. I want to raid his economy, but these guys kind of just die. He's got the tech upgrade by a little bit, but there's just so much more. 2 castles firing, but it gave me an idea of what he had anyway. It's just so hard to raid his economy. He's got 2 castles on his front and this tiny little choke point to run in from. It's kind of annoying. Let's put a gate here. He must still not know. Let's check. Well, I guess it's good to be safe. So I'm scouting again. I want to know what's over here. I find this gold. We're gonna TC it. The castle would be nice too. Wow. Now that I look at this, it should have just stonewalled here. We kept that safe and this gold here, which I now know is there. I also know this gold's here. Just keep making... This is bad. I shouldn't have this all the way up and this one with nothing, but I guess this one just got built. I don't really know about it yet. These are producing. I just need to grab a bunch of villagers and start building military buildings. Starting to get another castle up, keeping Janissaries out. Already upgrade him to elite. Let's see. He still hasn't. He's still missing his armor upgrades. Interesting. Mine are fully upgraded. Keep picking up relics. Put it back in the monastery. Already have one. He's got... I don't think he has a monastery. No, he doesn't. I'm kind of just waiting here. I remember that this is where his wood line was, and so I'm sending my ranged units over here to try to do some damage to his economy. So you can see he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's great. Got 7 villagers right there. He's at 147. I'm pop capped. So I really need to push an engagement here. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Wish I had more of these dudes. That would have been nice. So I got my military buildings queued up. Misclick on the knight. And I'm just gonna go take this town center out while I'm here. Let's check the upgrades. Both of us are missing the last attack upgrade. Still hasn't upgraded Janissaries. Still doesn't have elite Janissaries. Let's check his resources. He's got the resources. It's not producing. Just making hussars. It's nice, but Janissaries are great units. And you see these cannons just doing damage on these guys. He's trying to move them, trying to micro them. The cannons are so great. I still haven't gotten their upgrade. I actually forgot about it. I think I remember here shortly. Maybe not. So yeah, gonna get a town center down. Pretty big deal. This engagement here, he's got these hills and stuff. I should have engaged it better and tried to been on these hills. He really needs to take these out. They're just doing so much damage. He's not in a good spot right now. You look at his score. He's about to lose a bunch of cannons. I want to take these cannons out. They're just so expensive. I'm on this gold. I'm on the other gold. I'm collecting the relics. Where's my monk? I don't know where he went. He's gonna get my cannons. No, he's not. My Janissaries finished him off. They're such a powerful unit. These villagers, I just want to sacrifice them. I want to open up some pop. I was deleting some, but with the lag, they just take so long to delete. Misclicks on knights. I must have a whole building full of them. And you see here, I'm switching to heavy camel because I know he's going really heavy into hussars. And while their counter is camels, our spearmen, our pikemen, our halberdiers, which I only get spearmen. So I'm not going to waste time on that. And I got the golden resources. I should really be building these lumber camps. Not such a big deal because my economy is much better than what it needs to be. I need to lose villagers and more military. See, I keep pop capping myself. Starting to make camels. Transitioning to camels. Got finished with these hussars though. Keep making Janissaries, need cannons, making cannons. That should be making cannons. And now I'm going to start building my buildings forward. That way your units just arrive faster. It's much more efficient. These cannons are completely out of place. Let's see if I take advantage of that. And Mithrandir, he's got to be knowing he's running out of gold here pretty soon. He's finished his main gold. Where's his other gold? That's it. He's got no gold income? got stone. Be interesting to see if he used the market. I was gonna say it's good to crash the market, and it looks like he's not using it. But what I should have done, since I know he's starving for gold, I know I have so much, I should have gone to my market and just sold not all my wooden food, but a lot of my wooden food, and just crash the prices so it's much more inefficient for him. Granted, I don't really need the gold so much, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Extra gold's always good. His building's producing, and yeah, I know he's got to be hurting for economy-wise. These Kens, you really want to target their Kens and these bunches of Janissaries. There you go. Gonna get Ken there, I think. There you go. He's got no gold. I think he knows that. Yes, he's going for this gold now. See these gold miners? That's where he's going. Mason, your Hussars up there. So I'm just gonna kill these Kens. 2 hit points? No. Wow, he sniped him. He just sniped him. Did y'all see that? What a great shot. He saved these 2 Kens. Now I'm just gonna beat stick on him. Oh my gosh. That's gonna take a long time. Now I'm seeing camels that way. Switch my gathering point here. Over here. Snipe him. No, can't do it. He's shooting villagers. These guys did not do what I wanted them to do. Granted, I think these Janissaries will just mow down these heavy camels, but I was so sick of those Hussars. And I have the gold, so why not? And GG. He's right. It is GG at that point. I mean, just look at his economy. It's just much smaller. I'm all over the map. And what really lost him the game here, sad enough to stay, would have been that he should have fast castled. I know on 1v1s you're always told don't fast castle, don't fast castle. But on Yucatan, that's kind of an exception. And the other thing that lost the game was losing that scout at the beginning to the town center. And it's just so important that you keep that scout alive. That way he would have been able to see that I walled up, and he wouldn't have made so many scouts. He would have been able to go castle faster. Maybe we would have had a different game. Although what really could have changed the game is if I had actually kept that walled, because then he wouldn't have gotten any eco harassing, and I think it would have been GG much faster. But that's my fault. So make sure you're walled. Definitely. Hope y'all enjoyed the game, and I will see y'all later. Oh, let's check achievements first. You can see here, military. He killed more. He had a little bit of a larger army, but you just see economy-wise, I destroyed him. Every category. Villagers, a lot more. I actually started deleting some and sending some to their deaths just because I had too many. And then 4 relics captured. So even if this went into a late game, he definitely would have had. It probably would have been impossible to win just because Turks trash is so bad. Anyway, again, hope y'all enjoyed the game, and I will see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.